Hi friends, welcome to Take 3 Talks. I'm Steffi and I'm going to be your host. Today I'm going to be ranting. I think I'm going to give myself a limit of 30 minutes. So we'll see when the timer goes off. Hopefully I'll end this little chat sooner, but today, so that, it's not that I don't want to talk to you. It's just that I have a little neighborhood wasipi chai to go to. And I just need to be social. And I was thinking about this and I thought, some people would say this is like manifesting. So then I started having this like really huge debate in my head, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna record it instead of just like putting it out there for nobody to hear, because I think what I have to say is actually kind of nice. So okay, I have like elongated this intro for so long. We're going to be talking about manifesting, my issues with manifesting, and a little bit of how it's like becoming mainstream situation. And then I'm going to talk about some like, a personal thing, and like, a personal little, let's call it like issue that I had yesterday, actually, with May June. It wasn't like about us, it was just like whatever. I'm not gonna get into the actual argument or discussion or situation, but I'm gonna get into something that I think is very important, and it's like that I've been thinking about a lot, and it's like how the value of a woman raises depending on your, like, the stage of your life. For example, like if you're in, well, I'll kind of get into this when I get into that, but first I want to get into this manifesting. So welcome, let's enjoy the ride and let's chit chat for a little bit. How's that? And by the way, the sunset right now, it's Friday in Quito, and clearly I'm in Quito, but oh my gosh, it's been raining for so long, and this sunset, wow. Okay, hopefully we'll end this rant so I can go see the sunset. So my issue with why, like, how people are mainstreaming and like not mainstreaming, I don't know, okay, but how they are like everything that happens in their life is suddenly like a product of manifestation. And like I'm pretty sure 2 years ago none of these people even knew about manifestation or what manifesting even was. They probably called it like spirituality or just like praying to Jesus or something, I don't know. But I have a really big issue because like I don't think that people acknowledge the kind of privilege you also have, because like it's not like somebody that, like, I saw this meme and it was like, all like coaches coming to the slums thinking, like telling these people that they can just manifest themselves out of poverty. Like, I just feel like sometimes we go to like a really far stretch of the whole word or the whole, I don't know, premise of manifesting, right? And so today I was like getting out of the shower to go to this barbecue, like I was telling you guys, and I actually realized that I was like, oh, some people would call this manifestation, because in February when my grandmother was dying, Major and I had a therapy session at the beach, and we were talking with our therapist about how we've always been like such community people, and it's been so hard for us to like transition into this life and then into a pandemic and then like try and rebuild that community here, and we're still kind of getting adjusted and finding our footing. But I realized that it's not that I just like manifested it. Like, it's not like I was like telling it to my therapist, so I put it out in the universe and like all of a sudden like friends just fell into my lap, like I think it's a lot more work than that, and it's a lot more actually us putting ourselves out there to do these things so that these things come to like happen. It's not like you're just gonna like sit and like suddenly friends just fell off the sky for me. So the first thing that we did was, for example, like I threw us all into Friends Fest that we did in March. And I think we should do a Friends Fest in July for like 4th of July. And we'll throw like a Miley Cyrus themed party. Just kidding. But I feel like I should put a little Miley Cyrus little like beat here, but I'm probably gonna get banned. But you can sing it in the background. So we did Friends Fest and we met a lot of people like in person, and not by a lot of people I mean like in quantity but in quality, because we've all kind of been making this relationship online, right? And we've been buying each other's products, and we've been like cheerleading ourselves like along this journey. And like some of them were like mentees from the mentorship program, and just I think it was just almost like it was kind of like a pre-vetted group of people, because you've already made a relationship with them. So now it was just breaking that fourth wall, and that was amazing. Also, Mari Borneo, that I think she's listening. She's like my cheerleader too. She came to visit, so we got to see her and we got to host her, and she stayed at our home. And we bought our tickets to go to the Dominican Republic with our best friends from college, some of our best friends from college. And I cannot be feeling more pumped. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I feel like this is why, like, Bad Bunny dropped that album. Like, it was like, you know what, Steffi? Like, you're going to need to, like, get ready, get prepared. And, I'm going to give you a little, like, Move Your Hips songs. I actually have a Move Your Hips playlist on Spotify that I'm starting that I think is actually fire. So I'll leave the link in the description. But the tangent I went on was because of manifesting, and how I don't think it's just like you just like write it. Like, I don't know. Like, I also am like coming from a place of like judgment without really having participating in like, I don't know if this is like a culty thing to do, or like a thing that you actually do, or like something that's just like mainstream on TikTok and Instagram. And like, I just don't know, like doing like manifesting stuff to do stuff to get stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I respect it. I'm not judging you for doing it. I'm just judging the fact that people think that you can just like, anybody in the world from any stage or privilege of life can just, suddenly like manifest and 3 months after get a vehicle or get this like trip. Like, you have to have money for that. Like, I don't think money just grows on trees or just falls in your lap for nothing. Like, we've slowed down our work a lot the past year, and the money has slowed with it. And when you work a little bit more, not more in terms of like work harder, just work smarter. Like, for example, how we're trying to put together this product, our advice library, I call it, but don't tell anybody, it's a secret, okay? But we're in like a safe space here in the podcast. So I just think that you're working for something, and you have the privilege to be able to work for that instead of like survival basic things. And I just think we have to be just a little bit more like aware and like thoughtful, and like maybe just like, I don't know, like just like we should just like kind of try and take a step back sometimes, like, and acknowledge or at least wonder like our privilege. Like, I don't know if like sometimes I'm like so depressed because of everything that's happening in the world, and I feel like sometimes some people like don't even think about that. Like, am I like too sensitive, and I know I'm a sensitive person and whatever, I'm a sensitive child, and it's okay. But I don't know, I'm just like struggling a little bit with this whole manifesting culture thing. And I want to know if I'm not alone, or if you guys have something, or if you are into manifesting, if you want to educate me, you can DM us. I think it's important to always just like maybe try and see what's also outside of our direct bubble, and like consume content that also is part of the real world, so that we're not all trapped in this digital world, because the world outside is kind of on fire. Like heavy duty on fire. So yeah, that's my rant on manifesting things. Like, I'd love to hear more about this, honestly. I don't know, I just wanted to open the floodgate and see what happens. Hopefully like not a lot of people like, thankfully not a lot of people listen to this, so I don't think I have like haters yet. But geez, by the time I get haters, I think I don't know if I'm like ready to get into the thick of it. So, okay. Then the next topic that I wanted to chat to you guys about was like, so we had this like discussion thing, and it was surrounding like some insecurity that was triggered in me by like just a lot of, I think, like social constructs and like cultural expectations and conversations and thoughts that I've been having lately and things that I've heard. And I don't know, like, did you guys hear that Shakira like got cheated on by dumbass PK? I'm like saying dumbass because I'm like a Shakira fan, but it's okay. There's probably a whole story to it. I understand cheating is like not one like thing, whatever. I don't know. I'm not Shakira's best friend, so I don't know her like all her life, you know. So the point is, he cheated on her, and I was just like, I guess like, and I have been thinking about this a lot, and like people are always asking like, oh, when are you guys getting engaged, or when are you getting married, or like now when are you gonna have kids, or like, you know, whatever. And all I want people to ask me is like, what is your next country you want to travel to? Like, what's making you happy right now? Like, that sounds like a nice question. Like, what is making you happy right now? Like, what is fulfilling to you right now? I think right now for me, what's really fulfilling is this beautiful office wallpaper that we have, and this beautiful sunset in the back, and this little like flower arrangement I have. That's really fulfilling to me, and talking to you guys, talking to my people, my friends, because, you know, I'm going with my promise. I'm listening to my heart and my creative heart, and I'm showing up to tell you about this. So I was in the tangent of engagement, and I have been actually thinking about this for the past couple of months, and it's been like how, I don't know, I feel like in society there's this like the value of a woman gets higher. Like, I don't know. Okay, don't come at me. The value of a woman, I think the woman of sorts gets more valuable as these things happen in their stage. Like, you go from, you know, graduating, and then when you're in like whatever high school, you have a boyfriend, and it's like you're more like mature, whatever, and then, you know, then you get like a really serious boyfriend in college, and then it's like, oh, she's like really cool, and then, you know, for just a little bit, people focus about in your career and what you're doing and where you're working and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden everything changes to like, oh, so you guys have been together for so long, like, you know, when are you guys getting engaged? Like, what is he waiting for? Like, you know, what's his delay? Or like, is he not ready? Maybe he's like not there. Like, oh, like, or like, I literally remember like people telling me this like from like maybe our second or even third year of being together. Wait 1 second, water break. Oh, yeah. I hope you drank some water too. But like literally from like the second or third year of our relationship, like people were like, okay, so when you guys are married? Like, what's your engagement date? And now it's like, when are you having babies? Like, what is this thing? Like, la la la. And I feel like there's this pressure because like as a woman, I feel like I'm less valuable now than I will be when I'm engaged, because it's like I'm more like, I don't know, like praised in society in a way. And then when you have your wedding, it's like when you're married, it's like this praisal, and then it's like you become a mother, and then it's like I understand like from like the, I guess, like biological side, like I think that is worth praising, like whether you have or do not have like a child or anything, or whatever you decide to do with your body, it's your choice, it's fine. But I do feel like in society, at least like in the societies that I've been part of, like here in Ecuador and in New York and States, I think there is this like a little bit of like a higher praise for these like women that are in these stages. And I don't know if that's also for men, you know, like maybe men feel this too. And I think what hurts about the question of like, so when are you getting engaged? So what is his delay? So what is he thinking about? Whatever. It's like, what am I supposed to tell you? Like, oh, I don't know. Like, he may not be convinced with me. Like, or am I supposed to say like, I don't know, maybe he's like not that into me, or like am I supposed to say like, oh, I don't know, maybe like he just doesn't want to, or like I don't know, like what I respond to people is like, I don't know, that's, you know, not my deal. But also, like, is that my expectation that he's the one that has to propose and I can't propose? But I don't know, I think there's a deeper conversation here, and I would like to have Major in for that conversation for us to talk about this. But the point is, going into the like feminism part of it and like the like my own values. So I journaled this today, and I wanted to bring it here because like like I am ashamed. It says, I am ashamed to say that not having a ring on my finger makes me feel less than. I don't think I've really shared this I don't think I've really shared this ever. Oh, I don't think I've really shared this ever, because it's also like a jab to your feminist and to your feminist like values or ideals in a way, because it's like I don't need like, and I even don't know if I'm using feminism in the right term, but like in the right scenario, but okay, just bear with me. It's also like a jab. Like, I don't need like a man. I don't need like, you know, I don't need like to have like, I don't need my life to be focused on my partner, like or my stance with my partner, you know? And I don't know. I wanted to open the door for this conversation here as well. And, you know, I don't know. I would love for you guys to, you guys can like leave like written reviews as like part of the conversation, and I'll like comment back. Just kidding. Or you can DM me. It's okay. You can DM either Take 3 Studio or Take 3 Talks. I'm really considering deleting the Take 3 Talks account. But the more and more that our DMs get more active on Take 3 Studio, I can see why having a Take 3 Talks account could be great for DMing purposes specifically, so that you guys can talk to me more like in depth. Like, you know, not all the people that follow us on Take 3 Studio listen to the Take 3 Talks, so maybe I'm thinking of like repurposing it for like DM. So I don't know, I'll think about it. Let me know what you think about that. DM me so that I can prove my point. But yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about like this, like the value of a woman in society, as how it raises, and like the shame that I felt, because I was like, I've never thought like I never like I thought that, okay, let me say this. Like, I thought that I needed to be engaged 100% so that I could be like, you know, more there, because sometimes it feels like you're not there yet in a way. And like I was like, yeah, by 29 I'll have like a kid, whatever, or like I'll start trying. And I'm like, are you insane? Like right now I'm like, put on that condom. Yeah, that's right, you heard that. Birth control is the best. We use a condom. I'm not putting any more hormones in my body. And yeah, I just feel like I felt that pressure, and I felt that my life had to be like, I graduate college, I get engaged, I get married, and this happens, and you live in this place. And yeah, because I never thought I was going to leave Ecuador, and then all of a sudden I never thought I was going to come back. So I don't know, like things have changed so much inside of me. But sometimes I feel like when people are like, oh, how long have you guys been together? Oh, 7 years. And oh, he's just your boyfriend. Like, what, you know, what is the next step when you're just having a kid, or when you're just having a baby? Or then when you have the first kid, they ask you for the second baby. Like, I don't know, like it's really like, I think, controversial for me inside of me, because I also feel like I would love to be engaged. Like, I would love to just, I'd love to brag about it. Like, I'd be the longest engaged woman ever, because our wedding is just going to be a big celebration of our love and our friends, and so much food, and so much, yeah, just like a big celebratory affair of our life. And I'm just like, excited for that. I don't know why people like fuck with it so much, and they make me feel so, and I guess they don't make me feel anything. I am the one that feels the discomfort, right? If I try to take ownership of some of this and reframe it. But yeah, I just sometimes think that maybe we don't need to ask people about their personal partnership if you don't know them in that way, or even if you haven't asked if you have permission to touch upon that, you know, like, hey, I would love to ask you some questions about your relationship and how that's going, and tell him why, because I am struggling with my relationship and whatever, etc. Right? Like, or hey, like, I would love to know how you guys manage your finances, right? Like, I'd love to know how you guys manage your time from work to relationship, like, or I'd like to know, like, etc. Like about whether I am married, engaged, or like in a domestic partnership shouldn't be even part of the question, right? I don't know. Am I too sensitive about this? Maybe because like I feel like here I have a little bit more pressure than I felt in the States. And maybe I feel a little bit more sensitive about it because we have been in a relationship for 7 years. I don't know. But then I talked to my best friend, Betta, and we were just saying how you just have to be you just have to like just trust. It's just, you just trust that the love that you have, and that the partnership, that like bond, that friendship, that compassionate side of the thing that you've built with this person, like you've gone through so much, right? Like you've gone through so much, and it's shaped you and it's changed you. And like Mijun and I go to therapy together and separate now, and you know, it started with just me going to therapy, and now he's in that journey, and it's amazing to see. And like I love to just see like our memories and our life and the life we've built together and the life we're building together. So I would just like for it not to feel like at any point things have to change, or they have to like change in status for it to be more enough, right? So can my relationship just be enough just as it is to me and to everybody else, right? Because I don't think there's a big difference at all. Yeah, I'm like, we're 100% committed to each other. We know exactly what our boundaries are. We know exactly what our non-negotiables are, and we're friends. And yeah, we're just friends that want to live a good life together. And that's really nice. So yeah, it's a safe space. And I think that's nice to have in a partner. Nice to have a little just safe space in the middle of a burning world. And yeah, so I think that's what I wanted to come on here and say. I think it was a little bit of a confession time of, you know, my thoughts and why I want to like unfollow everybody that talks about manifesting. I think I'm just gonna mute anybody that votes anything about manifesting. I'm just gonna mute them because I just cannot take it anymore. Yeah. And then also tell me what your thoughts on the women thing. And if you're a dude, or if you don't identify as like male or female, I can't speak from that. But if you identify with this conversation about your value and in terms of like your relationship stance, like from engaged to single to married, like it doesn't matter. I would love to know what your thoughts are on like your value, and if you think your value does get upgraded or upvalued, depending on your relationship status. What do you think? So yeah, that's what I wanted to come and talk to you about. It was a confession time. I think, how about I pull a little Trevor Mentor's quote so that we can end like we've ended, and we'll end with some advice. I'll open any page. Okay. So it says, oh my God, so funny. It's Muna Abu Sulaiman. And the big quote says, take it easy. Yeah, easy. And then Muna is a leading media personality in the Middle East. She's the former founding Secretary General of Al Walid bin Talal Foundation. Yeah, the philanthropic arm of HRH Prince Al Walid bin Talal's Kingdom holding company and co-host of NBC TV's most popular social programs. In 2004, Muna was named a Young Global Leader by the World Economic Forum. In 2007, she became the first woman from Saudi Arabia to be appointed by the United Nations Development Program as a Goodwill Ambassador. Wow. In 2009 and 2010, she was selected as one of the 500 most influential Muslims in the world. In 2011, she was listed as the 21st most powerful Arab woman and 131st most influential Arab in the world by Arabian Business Magazine. Wow, Muna. So the first question is, what is the book or books you've given most as a gift and why? Or what are one of the 3 books that have greatly influenced your life? For every stage, and her answer is, for every stage in life, you discover books that speak to you, that help you change to become the version of yourself that you need to be. It's so very difficult to choose one book, but if I must, it will be The Power of a Positive No by William Ury. The last name is spelled Ury. William Ury. It allowed me to understand the reasons why I was saying yes to things I did not want to do. Oh my gosh. More important, it gave me the tools for how to say no consistently and without guilt. Other books have allowed me to discover myself, guide myself to changing, but I would not have had the time to do that if I had not said no to time-sucking activities that I was accepting before. Wow, that's so powerful. Okay, like exactly what we were saying a little bit, right? But okay, like gave me the tools to say no consistently and without guilt. Like the guilt thingy, I don't know, I like that. Wow. If you could have a gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say and why? Are there any quotes that you think of often or live your life by? There are 2 sayings I live by that I got from my father, who knew that I always wanted to be the best in whatever I did. You can only do your best, and take it easy. Yes, easy. Easy means my dear in Arabic. So you can only do your best, yes, and take it easy, my dear. Oh, wow. Do your best, trust your abilities, and if it does not happen, then take it easy. Yes, easy. Oh, this has helped me a lot on dark days when there were too many responsibilities, when I was trying to deliver perfect results in all aspects of my life. It has also taught me to be accountable to myself. Do your best, take it easy, and live to battle another day tomorrow. Wow, that's so powerful. Let me get my highlighter. Wow, this one is so good. This says, do your best, trust your abilities, and if it does not happen, then take it easy. Yes, easy. This has helped me a lot on dark days when there were too many responsibilities, when I was trying to deliver perfect results in all aspects of my life. It has also taught me to be accountable to myself. Do your best, take it easy, and I live to battle another day tomorrow. Yeah, doing your best just needs to become enough. Yeah. Like if you ask yourself and you're like, did I put my best foot forward today? Was I my most authentic self today? Did I cheat on myself at all today? This other question is, what is an unusual habit or an absurd thing that you love? She says, I have to try weird ice cream flavors in countries that I travel to. I love ice cream. It should be its own food group. I agree. The weirdest flavor is probably durian ice cream in Malaysia, an exotic fruit that smells like sewage, but which has a nice kick to it once you get past the smell. On the other hand, my favorite flavor is almost any fruit flavor from Venti Gelato in Rome. And then I think there's one more question, but let me see. Okay, let's just finish this one. Where you're here, 29 minutes, you're still here with me? When you feel overwhelmed or unfocused, what do you do? I have learned that when I overcommit, I lose focus and desire to do the work at hand. So this is why learning to say no is very important to me. Sometimes, however, loss of focus is a symptom of something else, that you really don't care for your work. This needs a lot of reflection and discussion with mentors to figure out whether you need a break, a vacation, or a change of career. Wow. I think that's so true. A break or a vacation. It's like so necessary sometimes. What is one of the best or most worthwhile investments you've ever made? She says, investing in my children when they were young. Due to my busy schedule and long hours at work, it meant that almost every free minute was devoted to being with them, rather than adult social activities. It helped us get closer to each other, have bedtime stories, take vacations, and build memories. Now that I am more established and have more time, they have flown the nest. I am glad that I truly made the time commitment to enjoy daily mundane activities with them, because now when I do have the time, they don't. Oh. I had also taken them with me when I traveled for work, if it was more than a 3-day work trip. Sometimes it cost an arm and a leg, but it allowed me to spend time with them and discuss issues that arose from those different cultures. Oh, that's really cool. I always made the time to discuss with them any business call that I made in their presence, what it was about, what the issue was, how I was trying to solve it. First, so they understood what took mommy away from them, but also to help them understand the world they will enter one day. Wow, that's so powerful. This was a great little chapter. Okay. Thank you for being here, my friends. I hope that I picked your brain a little bit. I don't really like that saying, but I hope that you're entertained, that you got a little bit of curiosity, that we got vulnerably off tangent, and that I shared something with you that took you away to a better place. Okay. I'm sorry, I think there was a bit of a jump there. I don't know, I think I kicked the mic thing. But thank you for being here. You're an amazing group of people. Thank you for showing up for me, for holding the space, for taking the time to be here today. And I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Thank you. And if you like this episode, you can share with a friend. You can tell more people about it. You can share on stories, so I can share on our stories, Take Through Studio. And thank you so much for being here. Okay. I hope you have a day. And yeah, that's it. Bye, friends.